Madam Deputy Speaker. So I would like to speak on new clauses 1 and 11 and briefly on new clause 2. Liberal Democrats believe that the government has missed a trick by not including stronger provisions around children's online safety in this bill. It's time we started treating the mental health issues that are arising from social media use and phone addiction as a public health crisis and acted accordingly. We know that children as young as 9 or 10 are watching hardcore, violent pornography. By the time they're in their teens, it has become so normalised that they think violent sexual acts such as choking are normal. It certainly was not when we were teenagers. Girls are starving themselves to achieve an unrealistic body image because their reality is warped by airbrushed images. And kids who are struggling socially are sucked in by content promoting self-harm and even suicide. One constituent told me, I set up a TikTok account as a 13-year-old to test the horrors and half a day later had self-harm content dominating on the feed. I did not search for it, it found me. What kind of hell is this? It's time we gave our children back their childhood. So our new clause 1 would help sever the addictive nature of endless content that reels children in and keeps them hooked. It would raise the minimum age for social media data processing from 13 to 16 right now, meaning social media companies would not be able to process children's data for algorithmic purposes. They would still be able to access social media to connect with friends and access relevant services, which are really important, but the amendment retains exceptions for health and educational purposes, so children who are seeking help will still be able to find it. We know there is a correlation between greater social media use among young people since 2012 and worsening mental health outcomes. Teachers tell me regularly that children are struggling to concentrate and stay awake because of lack of sleep. Some literally addicted to their phones, with 23% of 13-year-old girls in the UK displaying problematic social media use. The evidence is before us. It is time to act now, not in 18 months, not in a couple of years. The addictive nature of the algorithm is pernicious, and we as legislators can do something about it by passing this amendment. But I believe it's time to go further. This bill doesn't do it, but it's time we devise legislation to save the next generation of teenagers from the horrors of online harm. The new Ofcom Children's Code provides hope that ticking a box to say you're an adult will no longer be enough to allow access to adult sites. It's a good place to start, and let's hope it works. If it doesn't, we need to take quick and robust action to move further with legislation. Because of the nature of the harms that exist online, I also support new clause 11 and urge the government strongly to support it. No parent should have to go through the agony experienced by Ellen Room. Losing a child is horrific enough, but being refused access to her son's social media data to find out why he died is a second, quite unacceptable agony. This must be changed, and all ISPs should be compelled to comply. New clause 11 would do this. I did hear what the Minister said about coroners. However, I strongly believe that legislation is needed, with a requirement to release data or provide access to their children's account to any parent or guardian of someone under 18 who has died. There is, as far as I can see, no reason not to support this amendment to the bill. And very briefly, I would just like to echo calls from across the House. I would like to support new clause 2 in support of our creatives. Creativity is a uniquely human endeavour, and like others, I've been contacted by many creators who do not want their output stolen by AI companies without consent or permission. It is vital that AI companies comply with copyright legislation, which clearly has to be updated to meet the requirements of the brave new world of tech that we now live in. Thank you.